Have you ever wished you could just grow back a lost tooth, just like a shark does? Well, believe it or not, that sci-fi dream is getting incredibly close to reality thanks to some groundbreaking research coming out of Japan. For centuries, our only options for missing teeth have been dentures, bridges, or implants. They work, but they're not our natural teeth. But what if we could tap into our body's own regenerative powers to grow a brand new, perfectly functional tooth? It sounds like magic, but it's actually cutting-edge science. Japanese scientists, particularly a team led by Dr. Katsu Takahashi at Kyoto University, are making incredible strides in this field. They've been working on this for decades, and their latest discovery is a total game-changer. It all revolves around a single gene, and the protein it produces called USAG1, which stands for uterine sensitization, associated GN1. Now, that name might sound a bit random for dentistry, but what this protein does is fascinating. Essentially, USAG1 acts like a brake pedal for tooth growth. It stops our bodies from making more teeth than we need. You see, most of us are born with the potential for 3 sets of teeth. We get our baby teeth, then our adult teeth. But the genetic instructions for a 3rd set are still there, just switched off. This is where USAG1 comes in. It binds to other molecules that would normally signal for tooth development and stops them in their tracks. It's a natural inhibitor. So, the brilliant idea the Japanese team had was this. What if we could temporarily block USAG1? If we could take the foot off the brake, would the car start moving? Would the body start growing a new tooth? To test this, they developed a special antibody-based medicine that specifically targets and neutralizes the USAG1 protein. They first tested it on mice that had a condition called congenital toothagenesis, meaning they were born missing some teeth. The results were astounding. After a single injection of the antibody, the mice began to grow new teeth. These weren't just random growths. They were fully formed, properly positioned teeth that functioned perfectly alongside their existing ones. They were, for all intents and purposes, real teeth. This success was a huge milestone. It proved that by blocking a single gene's protein, they could switch on the dormant tooth-growing mechanism. But they didn't stop there. They also tested the treatment on ferrets. Ferrets are diffeodonts, just like humans, meaning they have a set of baby teeth and a set of adult teeth. This makes them a much better model for studying human tooth regeneration. And guess what? The results were just as successful. The ferrets treated with the USAG1 antibody grew a brand new 7th incisor. So what does this mean for us? The potential is enormous. Imagine a world where losing a tooth to injury or decay isn't a permanent problem. Instead of a dental implant, you could get a treatment that triggers your own body to grow a natural replacement. This wouldn't just be for people who lose teeth later in life. It could also be a revolutionary treatment for children and adults who are born with missing teeth due to genetic conditions. About 1% of the population has this condition, and current treatments can be complex and lifelong. This new therapy could offer a much more natural and permanent solution. The team in Japan is now working hard to get this treatment ready for human trials. The initial safety tests have been very promising, with no significant side effects observed in the animal studies. The plan is to start clinical trials in humans as early as 2024, initially focusing on patients with congenital toothagenesis. If those trials are successful, the next step would be to expand the treatment for people who have lost teeth due to more common reasons like cavities or accidents. The researchers hope that a commercial drug could be available for general use by 2030. That's less than a decade away. Of course, there are still many questions to answer. How will the new tooth be perfectly aligned? How do we ensure it's just one tooth and not more? The scientists are confident that because the therapy simply unlocks a pre-existing genetic pathway, the body's natural developmental processes will take care of the positioning and sizing. It's like the blueprint is already there. We just need to give the construction crew the green light. This isn't just about filling a gap in your smile. A natural, regenerated tooth would be connected to nerves and blood vessels, providing sensation and health benefits that even the best implants can't replicate. It would be integrated perfectly into the jawbone, preventing the bone loss that often occurs after a tooth is lost. This is the holy grail of dentistry, moving from replacement to true regeneration. The work being done by Dr. Takahashi and his team is paving the way for a future where dental health is fundamentally transformed. So, keep an eye on this space. The next time you visit the dentist, the conversation might be less about fillings and more about regrowth. Thank you so much for watching and exploring this incredible scientific breakthrough with me. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on the future of health and technology. See you in the next one.